Hello, Aquarius. Thank you for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. For supportive oracle cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen, and there's Gretchen's last name. Okay. Good. Actually, I want to use the tarot cards first for whatever reason. Let's see. I'm just gonna... This is kind of funny. It's kind of like... Are we good? Yeah. I feel like we need a couple more of these. They're all face down. So most of them are face down. Let's see. I think we're good. Alright, let's see what happens with this. We got a few upside down cards, which I try to keep them right side up, but if they insist on being upside down, then they insist on being upside down. Okay. Aquarius. I think this is going to go well, but there's I feel like you're going to have to change direction. The history of this is the Nine of Pentacles reversed. It's almost like you've been stuck in a situation that you've been wanting out of for a while. Whatever it may be, it's kind of like, it's a situation that you're not really happy with, but for some reason you feel locked to it. You are getting something out of it. I'm getting with the bittersweet, but it's kind of like, it's almost like that job that has a good paycheck to it, but you just hate being there. It's just kind of like, the best part of the day is when you're driving away from it. When you're driving away from that job, that's your favorite part of the day because that means you're done for one more day. But the paycheck is good, so it's kind of like, I feel like I got to keep doing this. That's kind of what I'm feeling with this. Especially with the Nine of Pentacles reversed. It's almost like the money is good, but the way what you have to do to get it is not. You know, the financial security is there, but that's about it. That's how it feels. So that's what we're starting with, and I feel like that's where you're coming forward to a change, kind of like, this isn't working. Well, you know what? This might be good. Let's keep going. This might be a lot better than I thought. When we're starting off with that energy, especially when that's a very displeasing energy, the fact that it's changing, I actually think this might go quite well for you. Someone else, they seem to be ignoring your feelings. I'm feeling faith. Like they're just kind of like, you just stay you just stay put is kind of how I'm feeling it. The faith here on their side is kind of like, you're not going anywhere. And they just feel like everything's the way it should be. You have to do what I tell you to. You don't really have a choice in this, and it's going to be fine. They don't feel like, they're ignoring your feelings. I know it's faith, and I guess that should be a more positive card, but the faith is misplaced. It's misplaced that they don't have to worry about you going somewhere else because they think they got you under their thumb. I don't think that's really the case. But that seems to be how they're handling it. Because you're not really liking this energy. You don't see much coming forward with it. There's a lot of demands, too. It's very demanding energy. Like, this is one of those times where I'm feeling this perfection energy, and it's just not feeling good. You're getting, a lot is demanded of you. When I feel perfection, like perfection is unrealistic. You know, trying to do your best and enjoying life at the same time, that's optimal. Doing the best you can, but enjoying yourself at the same time, that is optimal. But putting these demands of perfection, like I want everything from you, you know, it's almost like every single second you're working for me, you should be doing something to make me money. Like, unrealistic, unfair. Like, especially when that energy is kind of like demanding you do stuff on your off time to benefit the company. It doesn't have to be a business connection, but I've seen businesses do that before, where they're demanding that you take your personal time to improve yourself to make them more money. I don't think that's fair, but, you know, that's there. The Three of Cups, is it Cups or Pentacles? Cups, reversed. You know this isn't right. You're not happy with this. These demands are too much and you know it. This, I feel like this is your catalyst. Kind of like, I've had it. I've had it. You're asking too much of me. You want everything from me, plus anything else you could possibly scrape from me. Anything else you can get from me, fair or not, you're trying to get. That's what's this, whoever this is, they're trying to get way more than they should be from you. It's way over the top, way too much, unfair. This, ironically, is good, because this is pushing you over the edge, kind of like, you know what? Maybe it's time to look at my finances and see where I can kind of tighten in the belt. Maybe, I've been thinking I need to move anyway. Maybe I want to move into a smaller house. Maybe I don't need that extra car. Maybe I don't need this nice of a car. I just need something to get me from one place to the next. And maybe I can get a smaller house in maybe a more rural area, and I'll enjoy that even more. This is pushing you because you're like, I can't live like this anymore. All these things I'm getting from this paycheck, what do I really need from this? And you're reevaluating because of it. That Three of Cups, you're very unhappy. You're not getting along with this energy. You're feeling like you're being used. That's kind of another energy there. It's the catalyst that's pushing you forward. The Knight of Wands, is it Wands? Yep. Reversed is like they know they're not getting it from you, because I feel like this is a heads up to them. They're demanding all this extra stuff from you. They're demanding more, demanding this, demanding that, and they're not getting it. They're not getting it. And you're not feeling secure. You're kind of like, well, are my days numbered here anyway? Because I can't do that. There's a lot of stress here in the environment. They're demanding a lot from you, and they're not getting it. And now they're starting to feel the stress, like maybe we've pushed too hard, or maybe they're doing things they shouldn't be. And if you don't give them the extra of what they want, what are they going to do? Because I feel like you do a lot as it is, and the fact, how much you're doing already, most people wouldn't do that. So they can't easily replace you. It would take a bit to replace you, and they can't afford it, is what I'm getting. Whoever this is, they can't really afford to replace you at this time. All right, so there's a face down card here still. I didn't notice that. You've got the Ace of Wands. The question is, how are you creating that Ace of Wands? You're moving on. You're creating a whole new opportunity for yourself. Now, this could literally be applying for a job, just to be fair. This could be starting your own business. This is venturing off in another direction and pushing it forward and not hiding it. You're not even hiding that you're looking for it. You're still looking at other possibilities, and you're starting to, you've kind of stood up and you're like, I'm going to be leaving. I just got to choose where I'm going. You're putting things out there. You could be applying for another job, going forward to the next situation. It doesn't have to be financial, I know that. But that's the energy I'm going with right now, so apply it to your situation as necessary. You're like, nope, I'm going to find another way. I'm starting to look. I'm looking. I'm moving forward. You've made the decision. The Ace of Wands is like you're actively moving forward. When it hits is another thing. But I feel like it's gonna. I feel like that's why you're getting the Ace of Wands. It's not just that you've made up your mind. It's that you've made up your mind and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You're going to move on. You're like, well, if I have to make less money and I have to downsize and I have to change some things, then I have to change some things because I can't stand this anymore and I'm starting to think my days are numbered anyway. So why sit here and wait for the chopping block? Not going to do it. Going to take it into my own hands and make something happen. Now, there's a lot of stress in the environment is what I'm getting here. I don't think you're hiding the fact that you're doing that. You could. I don't think you are, though. I'm getting the Seven of Swords is like there's a lot of stress. There's a lot of burdens. You're still feeling under the gun. It's making you nervous that people know because you're like, well, I guess they could pull out the rug from under me at any time. I still don't think they could afford to. The facade is like you're acting like everything is okay. Everything is not okay. You're not happy. You're going to move on. It's coming. It's coming. What's going on here in the environment? They're trying to find... See, I feel like when you're looking, whatever you're doing to move on from this situation, the other side is wondering if you're bluffing. They really can't afford to lose you. I really feel like they can't afford to lose you. Getting a weird feeling in my mouth all of a sudden. Strange. Huh. The mysticism here, they're watching, and they're just seeing if you're trying to play a game with them, if you're trying to get them to back off, if you're trying to pull some of them. They're hoping that you're just kind of like playing them a little bit to get something that you want. I get that you're leaving. You find what you want. When you find what you want, or you find something acceptable to get you out of this situation, you are going to find it. This card upside down, this is one of those cards that if you're going to get it upside down is definitely better. It's the Ten of Swords. It's the release from stress. It's the release from devastation. Whatever the situation is, you were extremely unhappy. You're getting your release from this. You're going to be released from it. You found what you need. When this comes in, and you announce that, like, this is what I'm, like, here's my notice. If it's a job, here's my notice. If it's something else, you're letting somebody know, I've made up my mind. I've put forth the next effort. Here I go. Here's how long before I'm out. The other side gets it. The Death card is like, it's too late. It's almost like they realize that they should have played this differently, and now it's too late. They should have appeased you. They should have made you happier. They really... It's kind of like, it's very bittersweet. It's not even bittersweet. It's very upsetting for them, because whoever you're walking away from, they know they can't replace you. Not easily. No. I don't think it's very easily I don't think you're very easily replaced. And this isn't going to be your problem anymore. I feel like literally you took the tower in your own hands with this situation, because the way this is playing out here, it's like when I see release with this image on this card, it's kind of like you were mourning something and you were afraid about what was going to happen next. And instead of worrying what was going to happen next, you released it. You walked away from that sad picture. Like, that's a sad picture. You walked out of this. By doing so, you took the tower in your own hands. When I see it reversed for you, I feel like things still fell apart. But instead of waiting for it to just hit you out of the blue like a lightning bolt, you forced it forward, and you disconnected from it. There's no more effort going towards this. The Page of Pentacles reversed, no more effort being put towards this. Once you're out, you're done. And whatever their problem is, well, that's their problem. That's theirs. Not to be cold, but who cares? That's their problem. They wanted to treat you that way. They wanted to make you feel that way. Well, then they can clean up their own mess. Too bad for them. I don't have any bad feelings. I know it's a general read, but I'm all, like, annoyed. Like, I'm not going to feel bad for you. You treating me like crap? Good luck. Good luck. When you do walk away from this situation, they're not going to do well. They're not going to do well, and I'm also getting the Hanged Man. Like, there's going to be problems. There's going to be a lot of problems when you walk away. Perseverance is reversed. The Hanged Man, it's almost like they're not doing well. Now they don't know what to do about it. Without you there, it's like a resource. It's almost like saying, like, it's like a farmer, and they take their goods to market on this cart with this donkey. But now the donkey died. So they're trying to pull the cart in themselves, and they can't. It's too heavy. So they're stuck. They're stuck. They're not going to do well. They have to find something else. They lost their donkey. The Eight of Swords reversed. I feel like the situation's going to unravel, but it's not your problem. It's not your problem, is what I'm getting. I really don't see you being connected to however this takes care of itself, but things are going to start unraveling. It's going to be quite a mess. But I don't feel like that's your concern. If you want to, I mean, I feel like maybe that's just makes it easier for you to realize that, like, the way they're treating you, it was almost a gift to you to go on to something else. Because this energy, it was very unbalanced. In the games they played, and they were over-demanding, asking way too much, and now they're paying for it. I don't feel bad for it. I just don't. I feel like you taking the initiative and moving on, I feel like that's, for those of you this is really going to hit with, you're probably contemplating, should I go? Should I go? Can I afford to go? Should I hold on and just take more of this? Will it get better at some point? I don't think it's going to get better. I think this is a kick in the butt saying, move forward. Grab a hold of that tower card. Before that lightning bolt hits you, step outside and choose your destiny instead of waiting for destiny to choose you. Like, instead of waiting for the lightning bolt to hit the tower and push the tower over, you push the tower over yourself. Instead of waiting for the lightning bolt to hit the tower and knock the tower over, get out there and push the tower over yourself before it actually has to happen, because you can see where it's going to land. You can tell people to get out of the way, and then you can move it. You can make it fall that way. And you think, okay, that's safe to fall over there, and I can clean it up easier over there, and then you can rebuild it like you want to. I feel like that's what this reading's about. You deciding to move on, and it's the right thing to do. I think it's good. It's very strong at that one spot, but alright. I'm going to let it go. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.